Good afternoon. This is the video newsletter for buysellshort.com for Sunday, February 1st. Market continued its sell off on Friday. We've given up pretty much all the gains of the last few days, over the last 2 days, thanks in part to Kramer, who at the absolute top on Wednesday came out and issued a buy alert. So it was a given that the market was going to sell off. We did close right at 8,000 on Friday. Big part of the late selling was CMBS's gas bag, Gasparino, coming out and saying, quotation mark, sources from banks said the bad bank idea was off the table. And that was a large part of the reason we had a rally couple of days before that. Well, lo and behold, no surprise, like we said in the chat room, it has come out today that the bad bank idea still is on the table. The FDIC is going to probably take over the plan, which was what was expected, and details will be announced later this week. So, as usual, CNBS has been creating news for its friends to profit. So, we will see what happens if we get a gap up on tomorrow morning. Still, the charts show some more downside is possible. If we flip to the daily chart, we've got support at 7,900. 7,750 to 7,900 is pretty strong support. Below that would be a test of the November lows, but volume again on the sell off was lower than the rally, and stochastics are still pretty low. So if we do see a sell off, it should not be that bad. Put call ratio, we're back up over 1. Would like to see this one, get a little mini spike to the 115 area early this week, and anything over 115 is usually implied a nice couple of 100 point rally in the ensuing days. SMH 1833. That is exactly the point the SMH was at when Kramer came on CNBC on Wednesday and said buy tech stocks, and down 8% on lower volume, but that guy is just a perfect contrarian indicator. Volume extremely low, would be looking to pick up a possible scalp play if they are able to push it to the low 16s. So we'll be looking at that this week. Quick comment on the VIX. We got a small pop up. We might be looking at a kind of a weird looking head and shoulders forming here. So, possibly they'll be able to get it set up for a rally in the market later this week. We do have the Super Bowl today. Quick mention on that. The Super Bowl indicator actually is positive for the market this year. Uh, Arizona Cardinals and Pittsburgh Steelers are both original members of the NFL, and it goes that market is up the year an original NFL team wins. I believe it's like 79% of the time, so pretty good stats there for that. USO looks like it's continuing to make a bottom. Would keep an eye on oil this week, and the reason being there is a large strike looming in the refinery sector. 24,000 workers. They've given a 24-hour extension to come up with a contract talk, but if those fall through, it'll be the perfect reason for them to jam oil and gas prices. Gas prices have actually been going up for this reason. So would keep an eye on this week. We might see a pop in oil, and that might help our alternative energy plays, which we're starting to nibble in small. BCON, CPST, and QTWW are three of our alternative energy plays. QTWW Electric Car also has a solar subsidiary. Capstone got a nice symmetrical triangle formation, stops 80 cents, and of course BCON. This is also a play on the stimulus package. There's $32 billion in there for electrical grid management and plans, and Beacon is a pretty big player in that, or will be. So we'll be looking to add this one on weakness. Of course, our big win this past week was in the stem cell stocks. We had ASTM break out to new highs on Friday. No surprise here. The stock is starting to lead. We should see more follow through early this week. Obama is set to reverse the Bush ban on stem cells. We had a lot of press this weekend on stem cell stocks. This one should be solidly in the 80s tomorrow. ATHX finally peaked its head over $1. I think this one could be a huge mover. Low float, high cash. It's trading under cash. All the stem cell stocks have been moving above their 200-day moving average. ATHX has a 200-day moving average 80% higher. Would be looking to add dips on this play while the stem cell momentum continues, but this one looks really, really good. Stochastics have yet to go on a spike. I think that will happen early this week. On our ADX just shows tremendous strength in this stock, and the volume looks really, really good over the last couple of weeks. This kind of formation, slow stair step like this, we've played a lot of plays back in the day. ONT is the most recent example from last year where it just went kaboom. So this one should be a nice winner for us this week. STEM should bust out to new highs this week as well. So, our stemmers are just doing fantastic for us. OPXA is now, got up into the 75-cent area. We entered this one under 20 cents. We're already up over 300% on this stock. Should move above the 200-day moving average, 83 cents this week. Again, no one wanted this stock, and now they're chasing it. The same thing is going to happen with ATHX this week, in my opinion. Quick mention on gold, not my favorite sector by a long shot, but Kramer did come out over the last couple of days and said buy gold, so there should be a retrace in gold near term before it pops. AGT, Amex, piece of crap, gold stock, but it's got a very nice chart formation. A lot of these gold stocks have just been going bananas over the last few days, so we'll be keeping an eye on this one. Chart looks pretty decent for an Amex gold play. All the indicators are quite bullish, so be looking to possibly nibble on this one around 20 cents tomorrow or on Tuesday. So put this one on your radars near term. So again, we've got a bullish falling wedge on the Dow right now. We possibly could see, some more downside, 100, 200 points maybe, but we're inevitably going to get another breakout from this bullish falling wedge like we have so many times over the last few weeks. And the excuse is out there. The bad bank is back on the table again, of course, after the CMBS crooks did their thing on Friday. We're going to continue playing our stem cell plays. This should be some nice momentum in them this week, especially if we get the Obama news Monday or Tuesday. And then we're looking towards the alternative / oil and gold sector being the next momentum play. So we're starting to keep an eye on that. And that's really it for the video tonight. I'll see you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Goodbye.